Okay, what's up guys? How's it going? Now, first off the bat, I might not be the face you are used to seeing on whatever channel you're watching it on, and that is because this is a collab video with YTCC, YouTube Content Creators in China. It's basically a group of us that are all China residents, we are China expats, and we make videos on YouTube. So occasionally we make these collaboration videos. So today, basically, we thought we'd share our why we came to China stories. Everybody has their own personal story to why they came, and the reasons are always very different and very personal. So I don't know if it's something you'd be interested in. If it is, please stick around. So without further ado, let's do this.
After I had started learning a new language, I immediately became hooked. I just wanted to learn more. I wanted to learn more languages and be able to talk to different people. And I also wanted to take the languages that I was studying to the next level. And I became near native in Spanish. Then I started learning Italian and got really good at that. And then I started jumping around in all different types of languages. And then I eventually started traveling and seeing these other cultures and the ways of life and eating and all that stuff. And I was just having a blast. And I wanted to become awesome. I wanted to take the challenge. I wanted to learn the ultimate language. So I jumped on Google and YouTube and started researching what's the biggest language, what's the most spoken language, what's the hardest language, what language would give me the most kudos, what will make me look awesome, cool. And Chinese kept popping up. So I started learning bits and pieces of Chinese while living in the US, but something was drawing and pulling me, and I wanted to learn Chinese to like a crazy level, a near native level. So I made the choice to come to China, and I haven't looked back, and I have been going at Chinese non-stop, full force ever since I've got here. Now, I'm not perfect and my Chinese is not awesome, but hey, I can talk to Chinese people.
喜欢吗？
喜欢，
真的很喜欢，特别喜欢。
So, why did I move to China? To learn Chinese.
So I guess for me, I have a bit of a different China story. I never actually planned to come here. Like there's a lot of people that wanted to come here because they were learning Chinese, or they'd really thought about it and planned. For me, I was just sat at home and I was like bored with my job in England and just kind of bored, and I was like, it'd be cool to go and live abroad. So in the process of doing this, I actually just went from A to Z, seeing which countries on this website had jobs going. And China wasn't actually far behind Canada. At first, I initially thought the job was a scam because it seemed too easy. Basically, within the space, I think from actually clicking the apply button randomly on one day to actually touching down here in Wenzhou, China, where I've been for the last 7 years, it took 2 weeks. So in the space of 2 weeks, I packed up my entire life in England and shifted everything to here. Since that time, I've been back to England twice. Once before I got married to take my, at the time, girlfriend to meet my parents for the first time ever. And then once with my in-laws and my oldest son before my new son was born in 2017. So from the time of clicking that apply button to the time of being here, it was 2 weeks. I packed up my entire life. I didn't look back. I went into it with the mindset basically that if it doesn't work out, I can just go home. And now 7 years later, I'm still here.
Why did Stray Guy come to China? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I was actually married when I first came to China, and well, I kind of got ditched abroad. So why did I stay in China is the real question. Now, I've had a bit of experience traveling around in different parts of Asia, and to be honest, China has been probably the most challenging experience that I've had. I mean, a lot of other places that I've been really open up to you, kind of give you things without you having to ask for them. You don't have to try as hard. Here in China, you have to work for it. You really have to prove your worth. For example, you might in other places just approach people, they'll straight away be friendly, be nice. Whereas here I've found that if they can't see how they can use you or can't see how you'll benefit them, they don't want to essentially interact with you. So when you approach them and you show your interaction, then they open up to you. The challenge really is actually trying to be part of something and open yourself up to it. Instead of walking a straight line, go left, go right, let's go this way, maybe there's something there. You find these exciting places. Having that challenge and having that excitement, seeing the result that you put in the effort for, that's why I stayed in China.
So why did I come to China? Well, I guess you could say China kind of came to me, in a manner of speaking. When I was a kid in the early 1990s, my folks had this grand idea to move to Hong Kong, and as a kid, I didn't have any veto rights, so, I was pretty much forcibly abducted by my parents into a foreign land. Kind of like, Joseph in the Bible, the coat of many colors. Yeah, same deal, just China. And so here I am. Went to a lot of Chinese, British schools in Hong Kong, caused a lot of trouble, cheated on some grades, was very instrumental in getting most of the rule books increased by 2 or 3 counts. And when I graduated high school, I decided to go back to America, stayed over there for a little while, and then in 2014 I came back to China again, because it seemed like a good idea. Why? Why does anybody do anything? Because it seems like a good idea at the time. And now here I am. Me, the wife, and the cats. We live in a very small apartment here in Shanghai, which is fine. The cat is small, the wife is small, and I'm working on getting smaller. So yes, I'm a snarky guy, and this is why I came to China.
So I'm going to be letting you guys know why I came to China and why I eventually decided to stay in China. Actually, before I married my Chinese wife, I met my, at the time, girlfriend in my senior year of college. At that time, I needed to complete a 5-year contract in the USA before I can go anywhere else in the world. So she was an angel. She was able to stay with me during those 5 years. And 3 years in, we decided to get married, and we both said, hey, are you not enjoying your job? If you're not enjoying your job and you're willing to transition, come back with me to China and see how it goes. I'll learn a new language, learn new culture, and build new skills. So after my 5-year contract, we both decided to go to our hometown in Guangzhou. So that's why I came. But why did I stay? Well, after being here for 3 months at that time, I realized it's kind of hard settling in as a foreigner here, especially if you don't speak any Chinese. So my goal is to show other expats who want to come to China that there are ways to settle in easily as long as you just recognize the process and how to do so. So I started posting content on how to get a driver's license, how to get an apartment, how to find a job, how to get a bank account, all the basic needs you need as a foreigner. Anyways, that paints a short picture of why I came to China and why I decided to stay. See you next time.
Right, there you go. What did you think? Hit me up in the comments down below. Everybody else's channels that are involved in this will be linked in the description down below, so you can go and visit them, subscribe, show them some love as well. And until next time, guys, 再见.